Okay. Is this working? Hello, hello. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? I've forgotten how to do streaming. I've forgotten what it's like to be a man on the internet. It's been so long. Hello. Hello, Snifflier and Umut and Alex. How's it going? Can you hear me? Is everything alright? I haven't done a stream in ages. Nick Crawford or Trapper Gaming or New001 who says congrats on the engagement. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So we're going to play some Katana 0, which I've played already quite a bit of it, but I thought I'd start from fresh. I'm interested in this game. It's alright. It's got some stuff I do. Oh no, the controller doesn't work. Yes, it does. It's fine. So some of this stuff I like. Some of this stuff not so crazy about. How many katanas am I dealing with here? Says Tra0. I'm dealing with 0. Zero things. People are saying congratulations. That's very nice. What's with the uploads? Says Sam Lynch. I'm not quite sure what that means. I mean, I haven't made many videos recently. I mean, kind of some. I mean, I did that one on balancing. I've got one coming out this week. So I'm getting back into it. Real life things have happened. It's crazy. So anyway, let's just jump in and start playing. And I'll read some comments and stuff as we go. 10 days remain. Okay, so I'm gonna probably skip some of the story stuff in this game. I feel like if you wanna see the story, then go get the game for yourself. I'd say the story in this game is actually quite interesting. I know I normally don't really like stories in games. This one's it's got some good mystery and things. I've enjoyed it so far. Oh, so far what I played, and then he died then. But yeah. Okay, so anyway, Mark, do a video on Baba is you. I absolutely will. Right, so press X. You can deflect bullets. So this, by the way, so if you don't know, this is a sort of platformery kind of game. It's very much like Hotline Miami in that you kind of got a bunch of guys and you got to kill them all, and you have, you die in one hit, but you also kill enemies in one hit, and if you mess up, you just start again and, keep sort of bashing your head against the wall. Kind of like a sort of Super Meat Boy with murder. And it's also story. And so it's got kind of this interrupt system with the story. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I thought it was kind of this system of... you can just kind of skip the story if you do that. Maybe not. Okay. So, anyway, I'm just kind of... get on with it. Yeah, so you got this kind of system where you can skip through bits of the story and move it along a bit. Mr. Madman said it'd be sick if they ported this game to Android/iOS. I mean, maybe, but I think it would struggle with the controls. So we've got 0 katanas to play with right now. We don't have any katanas. Except we do, we've got this one here. So let's talk controls. Let's talk. We've got this nice system where the guy, not really a system, just a thing, where the guy puts his little headphones on. And so, right, so we got running around. We got stabbing in 8 different directions. We got a dodge roll, which we can use to dodge through bullets. And then we got time slow. And it means real slow. So we can just oh crap. I've played this game a lot and I'm already messing up. So kind of rewind. So we kind of might want to slash this guy, slow down time, roll behind this guy and slash him. And then what we get is this nice thing of when we go through the level, we'll see slash this guy. It sort of plays it in real time basically. And so we get to see my coolness in all of its coolness. And so I think this is kind of like a tutorial thing. Have I played as Joker yet in Smash? No. I was saying the other day, is it wrong that I really like Smash announcements, even though I don't really play Smash anymore? I haven't even got Ultimate. I just find the hype of it fun, I like that. Just seeing everyone else get hyped is exciting. Oh, thank you, Snifflier, who gives me a super chat. So if you don't know, on YouTube there's a little sort of $ button. Oh, bloody hell. I'm really rubbish at this game. There's a $ button on the comments where you can Oh crap. Pay to send a comment, and it means I have to read it. So this one says, opinion about tomatoes. Don't really like tomatoes very much, but I like tomato pizza, as in pizza. You kind of have like one chance to hit people. Bash. Bash. And talk to this guy. Save this guy. No, we need to go now. Yeah, you're right. I think I can stand. Hold up. Hold on. What did he say? Mind the lasers. That's relevant. That's relevant. Bzah. Cool, huh? Right. I didn't get that the first time I played this game and ended up dying a lot. Right. Yes, that should work. We don't need to watch that. Right. Your employers are displeased the mission target was terminated before extraction. It wasn't my fault. Quantum Dragon says, congrats on the engagement. Thank you very much. Have you heard of the game Fract OSC? I can't say that I have heard of Fract. You know, it's a name that rings a bell, but I don't know much about it. Can you, someone tell me what Fract OSC is? So this is my little house that I come to in between the missions, and you can like watch TV, and it sort of like plays some stuff down the bottom. We can have a sleep, but we have to have a cup of herbal tea first. Personally, I prefer, you know, like an Earl Grey, a breakfast tea, but I'll have a herbal in this game. And it's sort of talking about what I've been doing in 11. So, do I want to sleep? Yes. Have you... thanks for being awesome. Your videos have shown me a lot about good game design, and I really appreciate it. Cool. You're welcome. This is a dream, and I'm playing catch with a shadow girl. And then a guy comes in and he says, oh my, he didn't say anything. And I wake up going, that was a crazy dream. Now it's 9 days remain. And then we do a bit of therapy. I've done a bit of therapy myself. It's not in as a lavish places like this. You look well despite last night's circumstances. Shall we begin? And we can just say, I'm just here for my medicine. I just want the medicine. It's wearing out, just give it to me. So just if you came in later, basically I'm skipping the story stuff because I don't want to do story stuff on the stream. If you want to, the story is interesting, it's got like cool like mystery stuff to it. I'd recommend just playing the game yourself if you want to go through that, but just for the purposes of the stream, I'm gonna skip a lot of this story stuff and just get to the combat, get to the gameplay. Nikita Kotick says, last time when I watched your stream it was Celeste, that was a long time ago, and now it's my favourite game. Hooray! It is a very cool game. Have you played this yet? Says Ryan. I have. It's cool. Right, so we're going to have to kill Josh Rose, who is a well-regarded tech billionaire and philanthropist, chairman of the New Mecca Foundation for Post-War Reconstruction, the NMFPR, clandestine involvement in the movement of material and war drugs, heavily guarded, exercise caution. That is a very cool flaming effect. So Bobby Maris says, how long do you spend on each video, from research to editing, and how many are you working on at one time? It should take about 2 weeks to make a video, right? It's like, about a week for kind of research, playing, reading up on stuff, maybe interviewing developers on Skype and things, and then a week for like writing it, recording it, editing it. But it just sometimes takes longer. So the one I did on Balance took ages because it was just a lot of information of like, how am I going to crunch this down to something manageable? And then the video I'm working on at the moment, or it's done now, it'll be out in a few days, took very little time really. It was very quick process. So it's I want to do some short ones at the moment because I just took so long making that balance one. It felt like GMTK was dead, and now it's like, let's make some games. No, let's make some videos. But that's a good question, because Cancer from Uranus, that's an interesting name, says, do you have any ambitions to make a game of your own? And interestingly enough, I have Boss the Dragon, he's here. Raise the alarm. I have actually started coding a game in Game Maker, and it's kind of cool. So the other mechanic you have in this game is you can pick stuff up and then you can throw it like that, which is cool. So we can pick up this lamp, throw it, and slash that guy. Yes, started making a game in Game Maker. Don't really know very much about coding, so it's exciting. Bash that guy, but I'm into it. I'm into it. It feels just like really satisfying to make a to sort of have like a problem and to come up with some kind of crazy solution to it, and it works. So I'm like, how do I explain this game without giving away what I'm doing? But it's kind of like, oh, it's up there. I'm gonna go slow-mo for this. It's a sort of twin sticky thing, and I can't explain it. You have to wait. I'm gonna do like a series of videos about how I made it and stuff, or something. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. We just don't know. And then we can get this. I'm gonna say we can wait for him to go there. Slow-mo, punch, pow. I don't think you would really die if someone threw a potted plant at your head. They'd have to throw it very hard to get this kind of blood spatter analysis. Is this a blind playthrough? No, I've already played this a lot, not all of it. I played some of it. Hey, who would win in a fight? The dragon or it's me? Stop. No, it wasn't me. How do you play Mark of the Ninja? Yeah, it's cool. I find it a bit fiddly sometimes, this game, and it's like, is it just me? Is it the game? I don't know. How much slow-mo should I really be using? Questions. Ooh, Taiwan person, I'm afraid I cannot read your name because it's a series of strange symbols, says, cheers from Taiwan, thank you for the great inspiring videos. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's very generous of you. I don't know how much that is in real money. Not real money. Oh. Okay. Come get me. Come on. Okay. Got him. Oh, I got then. So I just like mess up a lot. Pow. 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 Okay. And like, so now that's going to be like a nice one to watch. So let's watch this. And then I will read that super chat. Hold on. So we're like, pow, bash, grab this thing. It kind of reminds me of Super Hot, where you do the level time moves when you move, and then you glide through. It's like time moves when you move, and it's exciting. Right, so Tyler Kranz says, hey, love your stuff. Can you maybe do something on how Monster Hunter-like games teach you through hard knocks? Monster Hunter 4's tutorials do it really well. Maybe. I'm a bit sort of... I'm not sure how I feel about games that kind of teach you through failure and sort of like, you'll get it after dying a lot. Obviously it works very well in certain games like Dark Souls and stuff, but it's also... There is a limit, basically, on how... Oh, now I look an idiot. On how, because like, okay, so like a game I played relatively recently was Below, and that is very much a game of like, learn by repeated failure and just kind of figuring shit out. And in some ways it was really cool because, because it felt mysterious and it felt like, I don't know what the world's rules are and stuff, and I'm like, figuring things out, but then also it was kind of tedious as well. So it's a process. Hey, here's the guy I got to kill. So Schism says I played this whole game with no slow-mo. It's an interesting thing. Is this like did you not know slow-mo existed or kind of forgot that it existed? Because like, whoa, I played most of Mega Man 11 without the slow-mo stuff because I kind of forgot about it, that it existed. But what's the question? Yeah, or was it like a self-inflicted speedrun type thing? I knew that guy. He killed me last time I played. Leftist Tech Support says, thought on Risk of Rain 2. I'm afraid I haven't played that yet. I never played Risk of Rain 1. I'm so behind on all the indies. I didn't realise what I was pressing. You gotta dodge through the bullets. Okay, last time I played that, I talked my way out of that bit. Oh no, she died. That's interesting. So you can, you do make choices in this game. When I played that receptionist did not die. So there's this whole, so she's like the girl in the dream, basically. And you talk to her and you make friends there and stuff. It's very cool. But I'm going to say I'm busy. Because, there you go. Right, how many katanas in this game, asks Jacob Lee. The answer is 0. There are 0 katanas. Yes, I'm going to drink my herbal tea. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat up here. Can't wait for my analysis of Hollow Knight. Me neither, to be honest. I'm really excited. I would like to. Now it's just like I need to build up to it. I've got to do at least Metroid Prime 2, and then maybe like something else. I don't know. But then I can do Hollow Knight. I realised today I've done like. Let me just pull up. Whoops. Hold on. Okay. Pictures, thumbnails, boss keys. I've done 18 episodes of boss keys so far. So. We could round that out to 20 quite nicely, with one on Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and then one on Hollow Knight. That would round up to 20 quite nicely, wouldn't it? We could do that. Tyler Cran says, I didn't mean by failure, I meant by throwing you in. Oh, okay, that was like okay. So like throwing you into the deep end. So like not beating you over the head. I think maybe that's a good point, right? It's like it's not about failing you over and over again, because that kind of hurts, but just not quite knowing what the rules are. I feel like as long as you're kind of making some amount of progress, right? You're not just like doing absolutely nothing. It is a good way. I do enjoy that in games, and I think so this is a bit more stealthy. I think games could benefit by giving you a little bit more trust in your abilities, and intelligence even. Okay, so you play games like, I'll say it again, Dark Souls or Zelda Breath of the Wild or The Witness, games where they kind of just throw you in and say, hey, go. And it turns out people can actually play games without needing their hand completely held, and you can have the hand-holdy thing. Anyway, I've got to read this super chat before it goes off screen. Hey Mark, my game dev channel is inspired by your content, would mean the world if you could check it out and shout it out too, says Mix and Jam. I know Mix and Jam, I have seen your thing. I did shout it out briefly on my Patreon reading list, which is a sort of selection of articles and videos that I've enjoyed that month. Mix and Jam, I will give a shout actually, because I think it's actually a great channel, where basically it's he takes cool effects in games like the all-out attack in Persona 5 or the axe throw in God of War and the menu in Mario Odyssey, and then shows you how to make it in Unity, and it's actually very exciting. So there you go, mix and jam. And I didn't just, well, I did say that because you paid me money, but I didn't mean it like an advert. Right, what's the deal here? Alright, yes, we got sort of laser things. We have to hide. Okay. Did you ever play Stealth Bastard? That was pretty good. Hey Mark, have you seen the game The Occupation? Just finished it. Would love to hear your take on the fixed time, short spaces, and interesting narrative. You know, I haven't. I've got it downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. I was excited by it. It looked cool. The reviews... I've got to be careful here. The reviews were maybe a little bit less good than I was hoping, but then again, they're not that lackluster. And I've been enjoying Heaven's Vault by Inkle, which didn't get like amazing reviews. Maybe I'm being like a bit too pernickety about reviews at the moment. Like I'm only playing games that get like 85 or something because I just. But then I played Heaven's Vault and I'm like, this is cool. So if you haven't played Heaven's Vault, it's right, hold on. It's a sort of choose your own adventure type story. It's by the guys who made 80 Days, and it's got like this detective thing of where you're like learning a language, of like an ancient language by figuring out what the glyphs mean and stuff. It's kind of cool. There might be a video in that. Right. The ASCII Soft made Tower of Heaven and Pause Ahead. This is their latest game. I've not heard of those games. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this. So those guys, they deflect your katana. Good to know. And then we can put the thing on that, and then the slow-mo is a bit OP, to be honest. You know, a bit OP. Mr. Toolkit. That's pretty good. That's a good name. Thoughts on Rain World, says Infinita. See, that's an example of a game. We're getting back onto back onto Tyler, I think. Yeah, Tyler Krantz's question about like games that don't explain stuff, and Rain World is an example of a game that does not explain stuff at all, and is, again, I really liked it, the idea of it. And I'm like, man, I wanna be into this game, right? But at some point you're just like, I need to make some progress. What would you say is a good way to balance the slow-mo? I mean, so the balance that they have at the moment is that it's on a cooldown, right? So that bar up in the top left corner of the screen is how much slow-mo I have, and so it can run out. But it's like you always have enough to kind of deal with the current situation, right? Because it's like, okay, I've run out of slow-mo. Now I'm just going to have to stand here, wait for it to come all the way back, and now I have more. I would say maybe. So some other ways of like balancing it would be to have it where there is a benefit for. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that bar did up there. So you do have like also you have a timer for the whole level at the top middle, which bloody hell, which stops you from just standing around waiting for your slow-mo. But again, it's very lenient. So yeah, you want to kind of have maybe like a reason for why you wouldn't use slow-mo. So maybe you know, the game already, well, it doesn't really have. All right. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you kind of want to do that. So you know, like you'd have like some kind of meta system of you get a certain amount of money for doing the level, and then if you use slow-mo, then you get less money or whatever. See, look how OP that was. It's kind of pointless. So that's like one thing is just like encourage, reward players who don't use the slow-mo at all. Alex Rosenblum in the chat says, be better if you had to earn slow-mo back by playing well without it. Interesting thought, yeah. So Bidera says, I feel like with this game it's letting you go at your own pace. People who want to challenge themselves try not to use it, which I like. This is like an interesting thing you get with games, is this idea of like, you could say with the game, like, you'd have like an overpowered thing, like the slow-mo, and you could say to people, well, you don't have to use it, right? It's up to you. But I feel like that doesn't really work for a lot of people who, it's hard not to use a thing that's in a game, right? It's like Metal Gear Solid 5, right, where you can just kind of use the silence pistol and just pop round and just kill everybody with the silence pistol, and it's pretty, kind of easy. But then, so something that's cool in so if I and then but then something that's cool in Metal Gear 5 is that it learns from you and then says, whoop, hey, if you're doing too many headshots or whatever, our guys are gonna get helmets on. That was really easy because Jordan Perdue says, with a $2 super chat, says your videos are awesome. Thank you very much. Gaming Jar says, if someone is capable of clearing without using slow-mo, they literally won't use it. Well, I don't know if I'm capable of completing this game without slow-mo, because the options there. Wow, my face is so white. I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at lighting. Because it's there. I don't know if it's if I'm good enough. If I've got the skills. Anyway. And yes, so someone said it's very much how game designers protect players from themselves. You can't rely on game players to balance a game themselves. My face is so white, what the hell? Do I want more? Whoops. Do I want more lights on me? Do I want less light? Do I want to stay further away from the light? I don't know. Do I want to stray further away from God's light? Who knows? So yeah, the other, there are other ways to encourage players to play without. I'm just white. Yeah, there are other ways to encourage players to play without kind of relying on crutches, which is like use achievements and special modes and stuff, like no slow-mo mode. There would be lots of interesting ways. This would be an interesting thought experiment of how do you keep the slow-mo in the game but make it so it's less overpowered and stuff. And obviously you could just tweak the numbers and like have it run out quicker and stuff like that. Have enemy attacks that don't do slow-mo, don't get slowed down. Who knows? I didn't pay attention. Pay attention to the story, says Squiddy. No, I refuse. I never do story on streams. You know me now. You know me by now. This is the no story stream. See, okay, so maybe I should play without slow-mo, but it's like, why? Why? What's the benefit to me? I mean, obviously, the intrinsic fun of. Oh, what happened there? I threw a bottle out. Did I not? I mean, the game gives me no reason not to slow-mo. Oh my! Guillem Canal. Did I miss? Hold on, I might have missed one. I did miss one. Matthias Tillman says, "Did you play Return of the Obra Dinn? Would love to see some kind of analysis video on it." Well, Matthias Tillman, let me quickly. Okay, I just put one up on YouTube for you right now. No, I did play Return of the Obra Dinn. Absolutely loved it. And made a video about it. And Lucas Pope watched the video and said it was cool. And yes, I played Return of the Obra Dinn with my girlfriend, now fiance, and we absolutely adored it. It was so much fun. It's the greatest game ever. Right, Guillem Canal says, I wanted to thank you for all your amazing work. been enjoying your content for a while now. How do you feel about the physical release of games, given the fact that some of them are released in a broken/unfinished state? So you mean like, so it's like Tony Hawk's 5, right? So you buy Tony Hawk's 5 on a disc, and the game is just doesn't work, right? It's like half of it's not there, and so it only works if you patch it. Which yes, it's all very sad, basically. Like, because it's like you kind of think that if a game has a physical release, then it's kind of protected from, it's preserved. But then because every game needs to be patched now, it's not actually preserved at all. So it's very sad because obviously like piracy is like the best way to preserve games, it seems, at the moment. But are pirates like saving all the patches? Maybe, I don't know. Tony Hawk games went downhill so fast. Tony Hawk's was like the first like annual franchise. Well, maybe not the first, but it was like one of the ones that kind of did the whole Call of Duty Assassin's Creed thing before Call of Duty Assassin's Creed, and then fell into that same trap of like, we got to find something new every game. We got to put in new things. We got to keep changing the formula, and then getting to the point of like, oh my god, very quickly the games just fall apart. But I love Tony Hawk's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Controversial statement, but it was still good at 4. Underground's pretty good. Got that Eric Sparrow rivalry going on. Underground 2, not so good. What was next? Proving Ground, maybe, and then American Wasteland, no good. Then Project 8, then Proving Ground, then I had that skateboard. You know, the big plastic skateboard? I got a review copy of the skateboard and it was so rubbish. And I always remember that I had to give it a really low score and then say to the PR person, like, hey, thanks for sending me this really expensive piece of technology. I gave it a 1 out of 10. Merry Christmas! And then had to go on with my life. Armando Carrillo says, hey Mark, is this game so far hard enough? I've just been wondering, is it annoying to keep repeating the same pattern of actions because of just, per se, unjust hit kill? Is it hard? I don't know. I mean, I think as we've been talking about in the stream, the slow-mo does make it not very easy, but it does take a real edge off it. Like, if you didn't have the slow-mo, it would be hard as hell. The rooms are short enough for it to not, this guy's mad, to not, the levels are short enough for it to not be annoying to keep repeating the same rooms. But they're not very dynamic, right? But maybe that's part of the fun, right? It's like, it's the same thing every time, so you just kind of learn what to do. But maybe that's part of the fun, is that it's like learning the exact thing, and that kind of fits with the story and everything. Cure has some ideas for counteracting the slow-mo's power. Maybe you burn out on it, so you take damage, or reel from its use and lose focus, or get stunned afterwards. Getting stunned afterwards, maybe, or build resistance to it, so you can't overly rely on it. Yeah, maybe. Technically, hard mode is choosing not to use slow-mo. I mean, I'd like to see that sort of built into the game itself, like a proper... It might be. Right, we're going to go kill Fao Yuan. If you don't pay attention to the story, the game goes by very quickly. So this level, it says you got to not hurt the other people, right? And when I played this the first time, I killed all of the people, and it was fine. You didn't get game over, but you're not very happy. They were not very happy with me. Okay. So, this is an interesting level because everyone's already dead. Sorry. Maybe instead of a cooldown timer, you could have something like the Zandatsu and MGR. So remind me how that works. Zandatsu works like you have to like. I can't remember how Zandatsu works. We can like go in this room. Oh my god. Do you have a live stream schedule? I'm afraid I don't. My life is not that, steady at the moment. I've just got lots of things on, so you never know. I never know what I'm doing from day to day. But I'm going to try getting back into a regular streaming, not schedule, but like I'll try and do it at least once a week. Like, where do I go in this bit? There you go. Hello, who's this? This Rater. Hello, I'm Mark. I do Game Maker's Toolkit, and currently I'm playing Katana 0, and just having a little go. After you kill an enemy in Blade mode, you get your health and magic meter back. So you're saying like you get instead of being on a cooldown, you've got to kill a guy in non-slow mode to get slow-mo power back. That would kind of... Oh crap, so I'm not supposed to kill anybody. Hold on. He died. Yeah, so basically, you can't rely on slow-mo for every enemy. You gotta like build it back up. Which does work in like... remember like Splinter Cell Conviction, I guess? Where you got that like mark and execute thing. You know, this is boring, I'm just going to kill everyone. That mark and execute thing, and also the thing in like Deus Ex Mankind Divided, where you've got that one hit takedown, but you can't use it on every enemy. You've got to play the game normally to kind of build up. So yeah, I agree, because it is just a bit too easy to abuse this. Like, now that I've played this game once, I haven't played it all the way through, but I've played most of it. Like, I mean, obviously I shouldn't be using the slow-mo. Oops. Okay. There you go. Okay, I'm dying now. Pyong. 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 Because I'm too good. Imitation meat says completely irrelevant comment. You look nothing like I imagined you to. I get that a lot, and I'm not sure what that means. Queer says, does this game have a map editor or something? I don't think so. Similar to the unlimited system in Anthem, says Kevin Meeker, you have to kill enemies normally to get the store OP ability charged up. I mean, that's a pretty, it seems like that's a pretty regular thing to have in a game, and so I'm surprised. And so, yeah, I mean, it definitely is an interesting conversation, this idea of, like, if a game has something in it that is really overpowered, could you not just not use it? But I just don't think people are have that self. Well, some people do, but a lot of people don't have that self control to not do it. Hey Mark, have you ever played Mark of the Ninja? Says Vinicius Pyres. Absolutely. I have played it a lot. It's great. It's real good. So if you haven't played Mark of the Ninja, it's a 2D side-scrolling stealth game, and it's very much sort of based on games like Thief and Deus Ex. It's got systems, and it's got interlocking mechanics and stuff. It's very systemic. It's very cool, and something that's interesting about the game is it gives you loads of information, right? It tells you, often in a lot of stealth games like MGS5, it's like you don't know if you're being seen by enemies, because it's kind of like this fuzzy vision cone they've got on them. They're just like, can this guy see me? I don't know. Can this person hear me? I don't know. And you kind of got like figure it out. It's a little bit dodgy. Whereas in games like Mark of the Ninja and The Swindle, it shows you exactly who can hear what, who can see what, and you get to, it's interesting. And that's a video I've been meaning to make for a long time. It's just like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? What's the right way to go about it? I don't know. Have you ever played a game where the grind was actually enjoyable? So Slick L. I mean, personally, not really. I mean, the only game I can think of when you say that is this game called I Dig It on the iPhone, which is this game where you're like a little tractor or like a mining digging machine, and you go down to the ground and you get gems, and then you go back up to the top and you use those gems to improve your digging machine so that you can go further down and get more gems and then go back up again. And it's just really addictive. It's basically like a clicker, but with a bit more control. And it's just that kind of addictive thrill of like doing stuff to get money, to do more stuff, to get more money, to do more stuff. Just that sort of feedback loop. I think grind is just kind of addictive, really, but it's maybe I don't think it's that good. Right, anyway. What do you think is the state of beat-em-up games? What kind of mechanics could you see spice the genre up to feel less repetitive? Kind of just depends what you mean by beat-em-up games, because like it feels like beat-em-up games like Double Dragon and stuff kind of evolved into like Platinum games and Devil May Cry, which are pretty different and exciting and stuff. Quite enjoyed Devil May Cry 5. Pretty much cool. GMTK, 100% some of the finest editing I've seen. Well, thank you very much. I spent quite a lot of time on the editing. Yeah, enjoy it. Hey Mark, what's your thoughts on Tetris 99? It's hard. I sound like Christopher Walken then. It's hard. The thing about Tetris... Oh no, that's a really... just scrap that whole impression. It's gone horribly wrong. It's hard. It's like you just play Tetris, but then you fail because everyone else is better than you, which is kind of just life. Have you ever loved a game so much you finished it in a single sitting? I don't know, because I'm pretty good with self-control and that stuff. I like to savor a good game. I like to. So even if the game I'm like really into it. Oh, and actually that's not true. Her Story, one of my favourites, did finish that in a single sitting. Or pretty much, a single day. But yeah, Waking Mars was another game I really got into and just played the whole thing. What? Avoid narking me more? Avoid narking me more? What's that mean? Hey Mark, what's that person say? Have you heard of the recently released game Heaven's Vault? It is similar to Obra Dinn, but you have to decipher a language. You know words water and cold, so you can deduce word for ice. Says Aman Sayarov. Yes, I just talked a little bit about it on the stream a little bit earlier. I have played Heaven's Vault. It is very cool. I'm not 100% sure how the system works, because it's like sometimes it seems like my character in the game, I can't think of her name, Aliyah or something, Aliyah, kind of knows more than I do, because sometimes she'll just be like, yes, I've got this word right. And I'm like, have I? How do you know? Yeah, I'm interested in it. I have had some of those feelings of like, I've got the word for you, and I've got the word for I, and like that means we, and now it means like that little symbol kind of probably means like multiple things, and so I can use it. Yeah, it's cool. So yeah. Rohan Patel says there's another game coming by the same person who made Her Story. Is something called Telling Lies. Yes, very excited by Telling Lies. Sam Barlow, who made Her Story, very clever guy. Very much looking forward to seeing whatever that is. I didn't even watch the trailer because I know I want it. Her Story is one of my favourite games ever. I love it so much. But yeah. For the most part, good thing you're into self-control, says Armando Carrillo. Sometimes it must be a shame that people do not consume media as the creator intended to, like binging. Yeah, I'm not really into binging, personally. But sometimes. It's kind of hard, like, when you release something into the wild, you really are... Right, so like a situation like this. So if we do it without slow-mo, it's like bang, bang, chung, oh, I did slow-mo. Like, I'm just like... My brain just automatically... Oh, bloody hell, hold on. Okay, maybe this game is harder than I thought. So, grab that, roll into that guy, throw that, roll, jump, throw. See, it's so easy. But if we... So someone said I can rewind without... killing myself? Oh, well, you can move the camera. Yeah, anyway, so, some questions. Have you already completed a playthrough of this game? No. I got, I'd say, very far into it, I don't know. And then was like, I should stream this. I mean, I kind of regret, I should have just, as soon as I started playing it was like, this game is cool, I should have just streamed it. Instead of, because I'm like skipping a lot of good stuff. And I'm like just showing you how awesome I am in this game. Oh, see, I'm not quite sure what happened there, like, I was like rolling, which meant I was cancelling through the bullets, but then I slashed some of the bullets, but it was a shotgun, so some of them hit me, and it's like not 100% clear on why that is, but just, you know. Okay, right. I'm being a horse's ass. I'm being a horse's ass. That's what you need to do. Oh, bugger. Sorry, my microphone was in the way of those enemies, so I couldn't actually see them. That's embarrassing. There we go. So we're going to go punch, roll, throw. Oh. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Chicken nuggets in my bum. Okay. Oh. No, okay. Maybe I should stop using the slow-mo, but I can't. It's too... Like, I've got, like, the muscle memory now. Like, I see an enemy. Slow-mo. Oh, I burnt myself. I burnt myself in the bum. Apartment. I keep saying bum. I keep saying bum. Roll. Ow, Schneider lens. Schneider lens. Look at that moth. Oh, I've got to... Right, hold on. Calm down, Mark. Calm down. Yes, you can only deflect one bullet with your slice, and which explains why I got killed by that shotgun. Right, so hold on. It's got to wait for this guy. I've just got to stop being so impatient, which is just to say bang, bang, foo. Oops. Ow. Bow. Okay. I'm being impatient. Roll, throw. I've set myself on fire again. I'm so used to just being able to throw stuff. Okay, here we go. Right, hold on. Don't throw it. Don't get in the fire. Hooray. Oh, nuts! Come on, Mark. I've just been like spending this entire stream talking about how the game is so easy if you abuse the slow-mo, and yet here I am, being a massive idiot. Oh, I've run out of slow-mo. Okay, I take everything I've said back. I'd like to refund my entire statement. Bloody hell. I'm just not like... I'm not really concentrating properly. I'm just trying to do it fast. Right, slow down. No, don't set myself on fire. Okay, roll away. Roll away. Oh, my slash. Did not thing. Roll, throw, slice, 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 roll, slash, slash. I did it! I did it. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. That was cool. That was cool, right? I did a good one. I did a good job there. It took me like a million goes. This guy says, I hope you're not making a video on Sekiro. I've made one. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not making a video on Sekiro anytime soon. I haven't really played much of it. It's pretty cool, but it's bloody hard. But whatever I do, it won't affect your channel. Okay, I've kind of lost concentration now. After all that chicanery. After all that chicanery. That was way too easy. It's a bit sort of random if the game is going to be hard or not. I've got a yellow keycard. Can you kill an enemy with another enemy's bullet? I mean, maybe. Matthias Tillman says, great job, Mark. Thank you. That was, thank you. Hey, Mark, thoughts on Baba Is You? I'm going to do a video on Baba Is You. Don't worry. I've been talking to the developer. Thank you for sparing me, Meat Man. I've been chatting to the developer, and I got some ideas, but it's kind of the only thing I'm like, oh, this is a funny level, actually. It's a minecart level. The only thing that's kind of not stopping me, but like making me not sure what to do, that's Baba Is You video, is like a lot of what I want to say I already kind of said in that puzzle design video, but it might just be like a good excuse to kind of like not wrap it up, but yeah, like kind of do a summary of it, maybe, I don't know. Of like, hey, remember that video I did? Here's how it applies to another game. I don't know. Do you think Sekiro difficulty was a problem? Not necessarily, just not really my cup of tea at the moment. You know, you go through different phases with games. It's like sometimes I just don't fancy beating my fancy beating my head against the wall a million times against like the same boss for 3 hours. So I'm just not gonna. I mean, I would absolutely agree with people who say it could do with an easy mode or assist mode to be technical about things. What's the difference between an easy mode and assist mode, I hear you ask? Assist mode very clearly explains that it is for that thing exploded. Like, I need the cart to continue. And assist mode very for flipping heck, very clearly explains that it is exclusively for accessibility assistance and describes itself as such, and is not just a way of making the game easier, but it is for those who cannot play it on its default difficulty setting. Oh, bugger in hell. There we go. Anyway. Off we go. And up here. I'm racing through this game. I can't really see the screen. Okay. Oh, got him. Got him. Punch. And get the purple key card. Why do you think so many people want absurdly difficult games nowadays? Asks Daryl Talks Games. I don't know, but what I'd say is there's probably like as many absurdly difficult games as there are games that are incredibly easy and don't really have challenge at all and are just about walking around and looking at stuff. It's like a Silent Hill inspired level. So I'd say it's probably like, it's just people maybe want more specific games, you know, not just games aren't one size fits all anymore. It's like, right, hold on. Slow your roll, Mark. Wow, this game would actually be kind of hard without the slammer. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. What am I talking about? Have you played and liked any VR games? Loads of them. I love VR. Most recent is Astrobot. So good. So good. Astrobot. I played on the stream actually. I streamed it. I did actually get that Nintendo one, the VR headset thing, and I made the blaster, but I have not played it yet. No, that's not true. I only play a little bit, that's what I say. Oh, nuts. Oh, I wish you could jump through bullets. No, it's stupid. It's just my reaction of being shot at is to jump. Yeah, it was fun to build that VR headset thing, and I'll tell you, the graphics are pretty impressive. For sticking a Nintendo Switch on your face. But it kind of makes me puke a little bit, so I'm not really interested in playing too much of it. I just liked building it, to be honest. But I'm interested in that Mario Odyssey and Zelda stuff. I'll definitely play that. There's like a Pyramid Head guy. Anyway. Devs shouldn't have to do anything. No one's saying they have to put in an easy mode. It's just like, it'd be nice if they did. Right, so let's just finish this level and then I'm going to go away. Oh no, the entire chat is now just talking about easy modes in Sekiro. I've ruined the chat with my bullshit. I've ruined the chat with my bullshit. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I lost my place then. Okay. Got this bust. And now wait for my slow mode to revive and kill these two guys. It's too good. No, too easy. They say after that bit where I play the same level like 1,000 times. Snowman's in the chat. Snowman, he's having a snow baby. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. Katana Zero. I've lost all concentration of what's going on. Let's have a quick look at some. Why has Snowman Gaming got like a tick? Why has he got like a grey box and a tick? How'd you get that? I want that. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, congrats, dude. Right, let's just answer a few questions. I know that's not the end of the level, Jack. I know. What game am I excited to play? Asks Player's Narrative. It's a very good question because I can't really think of anything. God, I don't know why my face is so white. Days Gone. I guess I'll play Days Gone. I just applied for it, Mark, says Snowman Gaming. Let me send you the link. Well, thank you. If you had a chance and the team to create your own dream game, what kind of game would it be? It would be a game where you play as a horse. That's the entire game. You are a horse. You have to apply for a baby, he asks. Feshneck, that's funny. Alright, cool, thanks. Snowman's giving me a secret link that no one else can see. Verification badges on channels. Once your channel has 100,000 subscribers, you're eligible to submit a request to YouTube for a verification badge. Note that we've made changes to this process over time. Okay. Sure. I'll get one. So then I can go into people's chats and be like, hey, I'm cool. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Yes, I will save the stream. They're all saved. And I'm going to come back next week. And next week, I'm going to come back. And I'm going to play. I'm going to play Wario Land 4. No, I'm not. And then, who knows what's going to happen. Thanks so much for watching. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a dream. It's been an honor. It's been a moment. It's been a time. And I will see you on the flip side. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to sleep.